Malibu, California. Like people, not every vehicle's age on the same pace. For example, the Maserati Gran Turismo has delayed quite well despite to be a decade old, as the Tesla Model S alternatively doesn't look nearly as futuristic 5 years on as it did when it had been brand spanking new. Then there's the existing generation Ford Expedition, which entered this market in late 2006. It had started to look positively dinosaurian. So the timing couldn't get better because of the arrival in the all-new, 4th generation 2018 Ford Expedition. Having just driven the revolutionary 2018 Lincoln Navigator a month prior, I had some idea of what to expect from your Blue Oval's biggest SUV. But the differences relating to the two siblings tend to be significant than ever. Unlike the Navigator, the Expedition doesn't are afflicted by any visual proportionality issues, occupying its space confidently without getting imposing. The Expedition's conventional look, horizontal pattern grille avoids the squished appearance in the Lincoln, while its F-150 style tail lamps appear better suited towards the rear end. If there's one flaw together with the Expedition's design, it's that its headlights blend almost too well, which consists of grille, making for the single-piece look harking back to Geordi LaForge's visor from Star Trek: The Next Generation. The effect is a bit more pronounced about the Platinum compared to Limited and XLT, designed to use simpler, blade-style grilles as opposed to your Platinum's mesh. Inside, as they are traditional to the Expedition, its cabin borrows heavily on the F-150 part spin, which suits the SUV's trucky personality. The use of two rotary knobs close together within the center console, one for your gear selector, the other to the drive modes, isn't the perfect setup, but there's not even an attempt to complain about visually or functionally. The center console also is actually the only place in the Expedition being made of wood. It may not provide sumptuous luxury and craftsmanship with the Navigator Black Label, but overall materials quality is on par with all the base-level Navigators in our eyes. Passenger room is ample in most 3 rows, even for just a 6-foot, 4-inch adult, so that you can easily fit the starting 5 of one's local hockey team inside. But if you're hauling the whole first line in addition to their gear, you'll wish to swing with the long wheelbase Expedition Max, obtaining the 36.0 cu feet behind the third row as opposed to a mere 20.9 cu feet, especially if you, the driving force, are also the goalie. Powering all 2018 Expeditions is Ford's familiar 3.5-liter EcoBoost twin-turbo V6. It pumps out 375 horsepower and 470 pounds-feet of torque inside the XLT and Limited, or 400 horsepower and 480 pounds-feet of torque from the Platinum, both noticeable increases through the 365 horsepower and 420 pounds-feet of torque on offer within the outgoing 2017 model. All trims can be found in 4x2 or 4x4 flavors. Routing power in all of the configurations is Ford's new 10-speed automatic, an intelligent and smooth unit that's happy in every situation, including when there's a trailer strapped for the back. In an expedient towing demonstration Ford set up for us, the Expedition effortlessly navigated the twists, turns, and grade changes from the Santa Monica Mountains while pulling about 5,500 pounds of trailer. The same can't be said to the Suburban. Accessible for comparative purposes, Chevy's naturally aspirated Bruiser struggled on uphill sections and exhibited more oral drama while engine braking downhill. It could have easily pulled more. The available heavy-duty tow package provides Expedition a 9,300-pound tow rating, and there's no reason at all to doubt being able to pull the whole lot weight safely and effectively. Making the Expedition a straight better tow rig could be the optional Pro Trailer Backup Assist that makes backing up which has a trailer almost as easy as in reverse without one. Setting it up is not difficult, requiring a handful of measurements along with the application of a sticker to the hitch. Then, as you desire, you press the button within the middle in the rotary knob underneath the truck's central vent, make it possible for the system, and turn the knob nearly everywhere to direct the trailer. Though you'll be modulating the brakes and throttle when you would in every other backup situation, the hands won't be for the steering wheel. The truck will handle that available for you, that has a much lower probability of jackknifing therefore. If your planned duty cycle requires extensive traversing of off-road trails, consider skipping the Platinum's bells and whistles for that optional FX4 package. Available only around the Expedition XLT, both in wheelbase lengths, the $1,650 pack adds off-road shocks back and front, skid plates offering protection to the fuel tank, platform running boards, and 18-inch wheels shod with 275/65 R18 Michelin Primacy XC tires. Despite its size, the Expedition is 81.6 inches wide, 76.2 or 74.6 inches tall, 4x2 versus 4x4, and 210.0 or 221.9 inches long, regular versus max, and weighs a minimum of 5,443 pounds. The FX4 had no problems navigating the hilly trail over and above Culamigos Ranch. Though a far cry in the rock crawling exercises typically donned by the likes of Jeep and Land Rover, the road still featured a good amount of hazards that required a steady hand. The Expedition's built-in off-road mode sets steering, throttle, and transmission maps just right, along with the EcoBoost's copious and smooth torque is ideal for when uncertain, power-out situations, like a steep incline on soft terrain. Its turning radius is significantly tighter than you'd expect for just a vehicle its size, and there's another locking rear differential around for stickier situations. Still, you'll need to avoid most Jeep trails outside of size considerations alone. Composed and effortless could be the order with the day for your Expedition on paved roads also, regardless with the quality of said pavement. The EcoBoost V6 is often a quiet mill unless you're onto it, and from the Expedition Platinum, it's barely audible. Wind and tire noise levels are all around those on the Navigator, that is, all around non-existent. Though it's sprung to get a comfortable cruiser, the Expedition isn't a rolling chicane after you hit the hills. While not exactly fun to huck everywhere you look, the top Ford can have no problem keeping pace of many mountain roads, notably if you switch into sport mode, which tightens inputs only enough to provide another dose of confidence. No matter what mode you engage, though, we wouldn't recommend tackling any autocross courses. With a starting expense of $52,890 that tops out inside low to mid-dollar ATS, the 2018 Ford Expedition can be a long way away from as a budget family hauler. Refinement and equipment levels are as much as snuff, however, and as the F-150 indicates, we Americans have not an issue paying money for big trucks from non-luxury brands. For our money, a well-equipped Expedition is often a better buy than the usual similarly priced Navigator, which can be at its best within the $90K plus Black Label flavor. While its size can make it overkill for a lot of, the Expedition can be a great choice for the prosperous, populous clan using a lot of toys. 2018 Ford Expedition specifications on sale now, price $52,890, base engine 3.5 liters twin-turbo Dock 24-valve V6 375 horsepower at 5,000 revolutions per minute, 470 pounds-feet at 3,500 revolutions per minute. 3.5 liters twin-turbo Dock 24-valve V6 400 horsepower at 5,000 revolutions per minute, 480 pounds-feet at 3,250 revolutions per minute. Platinum transmission 10-speed automatic layout 4-door, 7/8 passenger, front engine, RWD/4WD SUV EPA mileage 16-17-21 to 24 miles per gallon. City/highway LXWXH 210.0 221.9 by 81.6 by 76.4 76.6 in wheelbase 122.5 131.6 in weight 5,433 to 5,793 pounds 0 to 60 miles per hour N, a top speed N.A.